What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one, y'all. This one is the list. All right. The women made a list of what they accept in a date. I tell you, listen, y'all, it's getting heated. Okay, dating is becoming more and more expensive. It's becoming more and more. The expectations is going higher and higher, and they're making it very clear on what they expect out of men. Okay, as if men have not been trying to wake the fairer sex up a little bit on what our expectations are. They said, forget all of what y'all talking about. We're going to double down, okay, on what we expect out of men. We are happy that the oyster girl came out. We are happy that the cheesecake girl came out, okay? As a matter of fact, we're going to double down and we're going to make a list for all the men to follow, okay? And not only that, we're going to do a little manipulating by putting an attractive woman next to the list. Like, who is she? I don't know. But if they think that all women are going to look like her, they are sadly mistaken. Okay, women far less attractive than this young lady is going to be expecting the things on this list. So this girl that they put the picture next to is really just a distraction and a marketing ploy. That's what she really is. She's a marketing ploy to manipulate the men. Okay? Without further ado, let's go in on this list. All right. Number one is the Cheesecake Factory. Why am I not surprised? Okay. Why am I not surprised? Okay. Yeah, we just had a video out there about the Cheesecake Lady, and that's number one. Don't nobody want to go to the Cheesecake Factory just because some, thick chick who, got ridiculous expectations made a video about it and said that it would be embarrassing now. Or the whole sisterhood agree that that's number one on a. Look, listen. Ain't nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory. They got good food there. Yes, it is a chain restaurant, but what's wrong with that? Okay. Applebee's, relative, it's whatever. Chili's, the same thing. Chipotle, maybe not on the first date. I get it. Chipotle is that's some place you take somebody that you are already with. Okay, you ain't trying to trip out. You're just trying to get something to eat. Okay, take her to Chipotle. Olive Garden, I don't see nothing wrong with that one. Olive Garden is a good first date. Nice Italian food. What if she like Italian? What are you gonna do? Okay, go take her to get some lasagna. Stop tripping. Okay, the breadsticks, whatever. To the movies, number 6. Okay, to the movies. Don't nobody want to go to the movies? Really? Why? Women. The attention span of these ladies today. They can't even stand to sit through a movie. It's just too much for them to even sit through it, okay? They have to shorten movies up just because people can't pay attention no more. That's for real. They have to shorten movies up, okay? And they'll still pay the full price, but they ain't trying to sit there all day, So they don't even want to go to the movies anymore. That used to be a staple in dating, okay? I think movies is permanently on the list. As long as there's movie theaters out there, the movies should be a permanent resident on the list, okay? That's one that I'm putting my foot down on, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with going to the movies. You can still get to know somebody. You can watch something that's nice. You can still talk, during the intermission or whatever the case may be. And you can still have a good night. That could just be the first part of the date. All right, you could probably go other places and do other things after the movies. Okay, but the movies is just to get you relaxed and warm you up a little bit. I'm not budging on the movies. Okay, that's just where I stand with it. Your house. What's wrong with coming to my house? No, I'm kidding. Actually, I don't want you at my house on the first date. So I'm putting my foot down on the movies, but I'm going to give you my house. Okay, your house. No, you shouldn't be coming to my house. I don't want you. I don't know you like that. You haven't earned that right anyway. So that's cool. You don't need to come to my house on the first date. Number 8, second, is any fast food chain. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give the female delegation any fast food chain. Look, listen. I'm talking about fast food. I'm not talking about sit-in restaurants like Chili's, Olive Garden. I'm not Cheesecake Factory. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about welcome to Good Burger. May I take your order, please? Okay, those are the ones that I'm talking about. The ones that anything that got a drive-through. Okay, I can understand that. So I'm gonna give y'all number 8, Buffalo Wild Wings. There's no intercom. Okay, not that I'm aware of. There's no intercom on that one. So there's no drive-through is what I'm saying. So Buffalo Wild Wings, I ain't got no problem with that one. Wingstop, nah, you shouldn't take nobody on the Wingstop. Like, I don't know. Listen. Let me just be frank, okay? I don't see nothing wrong with this. Nothing on this list. Okay, I might give you my house, okay, because I'm mutual about that. There is nothing on this list that I utterly disagree with. They talking about number 11 is Red Lobster. Really? Y'all too bougie for Red Lobster now? Red Lobster, listen, you just want to get to know somebody. Why not have a nice seafood dinner, shrimp scampi and crabs, and talk things out? What's wrong with Red Lobster? I think a lot of the younger women associate that with old folks, so they don't like Red Lobster. Ain't nothing wrong with Red Lobster. Food is food. Food will never go out of style. Okay. So that's ridiculous. Any buffet is number 12. A buffet. Nah, I don't necessarily agree with that. IHOP, it's whatever. IHOP, it still don't have a drive-through, but if she don't want to go to IHOP, I'll respect that. The same thing with Denny's. She don't want to go to Denny's, I'll respect that. It's whatever. The gym for a first date. The gym, I can understand that one too, especially sisters. First of all, a lot of them don't want to go to the gym in the first place. Second of all, a lot of them don't like to get sweaty, on a first date. So I understand that. A lot of them do not like to get sweaty. So I understand that. 16 is church. Oh, okay. I totally agree with that. Look, I'm not going to drag you to church only if you promise not to drag me to church. Okay. Churches, listen, whoever you worship, do that to yourself. Do that for yourself. Don't drag other people in your belief systems, or don't drag other people into ideologies or different things like that, especially on the first date. you're trying to get to know somebody. You're not trying to convert somebody. All right. So I agree with the church. Starbucks, coffee. No, I'm gonna have to put my foot down on that one. I agree. Starbucks should be on the list. Okay. Reason why is a coffee date. What's wrong with coffee? Especially if our schedules is tight. I just want to see you, put eyes on you, make sure you ain't catfishing me. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of these, and that's what a lot of women don't understand. These it's too many catfishes out here. Okay, that's why guys set up coffee dates. I don't blame them. I've set up coffee dates before, not many, but I've set up some coffee dates. I got to put eyes on you just to see if I'm wasting my time or not. And it paid off. It paid off. So Starbucks should be on there. Let's. We've been talking, so let's see each other, especially if you online dating or whatever. Let me see you. Let me put eyes on you. Okay? This ain't got to be nothing extravagant. I need to see you. So coffee dates. And I'm talking to all the fellas right now. And that's number 18 too, coffee dates. Look, ain't nothing wrong with coffee dates. Ain't nothing wrong with coffee dates. You want to see a person's, their mannerisms, how they talk, they speak. You want to see them. You want to make sure you ain't getting catfished. You want to, I've done that with a couple ladies, okay? Because, chemistry can go all good until they show up. So, and the same for them too. Sometimes it's just necessary to put eyes on a person. Ain't nothing wrong with coffee dates. Stop it. Okay. Ice cream date, same thing. I mean, I don't necessarily recommend, a lactose treat for the first date, but, at the same time, ain't nothing wrong with it, especially if, everybody's okay with ice cream. Family functions. You don't want to go to family functions on the first date. I can understand that. Okay. If you don't want to go on family, that's a little too familiar on the first date. Okay. Maybe, maybe around the fourth date, around that time, the first three is to get to know each other, get familiarity. On the fourth date, it is Thanksgiving. They invited me. Okay. Or my family invites you. Okay. But so on the first date, no family functions. I agree with that one. Movie night, Netflix, Hulu, etc. I mean, that's the same as the movies, and I'm assuming you would have to be at somebody's house if you're doing Netflix or Hulu. So it's a mixture of number 6 and what's the other one? Number 7. So movies in your house. It's a bit of a mixture of those two. And I'm putting my foot down on the movies, and I'm totally agreeing on your house. So I'm not sure where to put number 21. That one is a mixture of polar opposites to me. Moving on, it says somewhere that requires a long drive. Okay. Well, look, yeah, I can kind of understand that. After a while, the chick might think you taking her to the backwoods or something. Where we going? This is way too long. Okay. Hey, you missed your turn. I can understand chicks getting comfortable anywhere that's a long drive. Okay. It's not that serious. We just trying to meet up, for the first date. So, yeah, well, guess what? Guess what's near? Starbucks. Okay. I get you whatever latte you want. Okay. But that's the closest thing. So, it is what it is. If you don't want them long, cause all that special stuff, that's a long drive most of the time. Number 23 is bowling. Bowling, Ain't nothing wrong with bowling. Bowling is actually fun, but a lot of women, they get embarrassed, and a lot of them don't want to mess up they acrylic nails. They don't want to mess up the nails that they got done, because they start popping off as soon as they start putting them in them balls. So they don't want to carry nothing heavy. They just want to be dainty and whatever. Um, or I'll say this: a real woman does bowling. Okay, a real woman who can lift the ball and throw it. That's a woman that tells me that she ain't scared of hard work. Okay, I like those kind of women. A woman that can bowl. Okay, I can give a high five to and a hug and get behind her and show her how to throw that thing down the aisle. That's the kind of woman I'm talking about. Okay, if you don't like bowling, I look at you sideways. Okay, because now you telling me you don't want no hard work. You don't want to do nothing. Okay, I ain't even checking for your nails. Okay, I'm not even checking for your nails. I don't care what color paint you got on them, nail polish, whatever. That don't. Bowling will impress me more than nails will, every day of the week. Okay, I'm just saying. Nightclubs. Yeah, I agree with this one. You shouldn't have a first date at a nightclub. Okay, a nightclub, that you starting off at the wrong foot right now. If you comfortable at the nightclub, then you comfortable there every night, and whatever we got going on ain't gonna last, because you gonna stay in that nightclub. Okay, and it allows for buffoonery to go on. Okay, you can start dancing up on another chick, get yourself in trouble, or she could take a drink from another guy and get herself in trouble. It is no place for connection. Well, I put it this way: it's no place for relationship connections. Okay, it's a place for one night connections. Okay, so yeah, I agree with the nightclubs. Hookah bar, yeah. I mean, really. I mean, you can't find something else. Yeah, I agree with that one at number 25. Hookah bar should be out of the equation. Okay, a bar for just drinks. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's like a coffee date, in my opinion. Okay, if we just want to go to the bar, get to know each other, put eyes on each other. Okay, make sure we ain't catfishing. Make sure I'm investing in my time in the right person on who presented themselves to me. So yeah, let's have a cocktail or whatever, nightcap or whatever, and let's drink and get to know each other. Let's remember, y'all, this is about getting to know each other. Okay. So I disagree with that. The bar and drinks, that should be on the list. Number 27, Waffle House. Well, I can kind of understand that. I seen a portrait. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. A portrait of a couple who got met or got engaged at the Waffle House. The guy had the ring and the and the waffle, and I said, look, in this world we live in today of women being too bougie for Cheesecake Factory, I love the fact that they got engaged at the Waffle House. More power to them. That woman is probably a keeper, in my opinion. I'm just keeping it real, because she can get engaged at the Waffle House. Now, should it be on the first date? I don't see nothing necessarily wrong with that, because like I said, any sit down places, I'm kind of riding with it. Okay, but if it got a drive through, I can understand women not wanting to go to those places. All right. Number 28, sporting events. Are you crazy? If you don't want to go to a sporting event, you ain't my woman. You ain't the type of woman that I'm even looking for. Okay, I'm looking to have fun. There's times I'm going to want to go to a Bucks game or a Nuggets game or a Laker game. There's times I want to go to a Denver game or Broncos or a Packer or a Raider or a Ram or Seahawk, whatever. There's times I'm going to want to go to some of these sporting events. Okay, so if you don't like sports, then I ain't your dude for real. Okay. Now, the men were so excited about this list, they ended up making their own. Yes, they did. Okay. And it looks like this. And this is the this is the list for the men. All right. They made their own list. Number 1, no single mothers. Oh my goodness, they turning up. And guess who on the side of this list? KS. All right. Kevin Samuels. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. No single women, no women with tattoos. Okay. Single mothers. I can understand that one. However, I don't always, exclude single mothers, but I can understand why they on this list. Okay, women with tattoos, total turn off. Yeah, put them on this list. Women who dress like this in public, I don't know what that meant. Maybe they took the other young lady's picture down. Let's say naughty workers, okay, who work on only, scans and only scans, girls and mattress, whatever, actresses, types of night call girls, or those that slide down poles, or escort men to bedrooms. Okay, Instagram models, bottle girls, etc. Okay, I agree with all of that. Okay, women we should not be dating. This is a list of women we should not be dating. Another one is women on IG, women with no ear piercings. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't care about ear piercings. Women with purple hair or any unnatural hair color, I totally agree with that. I'm sorry, ladies, if you got hair that ain't even a natural color, it's not a turn on for men. It's just not. Okay. Women with friends who are 304s, I totally agree with that, because birds of a feather flock together. All right. And that's just giving me bad vibes. All right. And if they are your friends, get rid of them if you want this relationship. I'm just saying. Models who market to men, yes, because they thirst trapping, and they, that's in the same category. If you that type of woman, then you have a prostitute mentality, and that's very transactional. I'm not looking to invest in that. Okay, that's a bad investment. Women who travel regularly, I don't necessarily see too much of a problem with this. Women who travel regularly, they probably just want to go on vacation. I'm not sure why the guys put this on the list, to be honest. Women who travel regularly probably just want to get away, and they probably got pretty heavy jobs. They probably can afford to do it. I don't necessarily look at that as a demerit, so I'm not gonna necessarily agree with that one, unless you're going to see she got a fling out of town that she like to hit up every once in a while. Got a LDR that's that she get her back blown out by. Yeah, that could be a problem. Okay, even if it's in Jamaica with Dexter St. Jock. Okay, that could be a bit of a problem, be a bit of a warning sign. Okay, so for that reason, I would agree with it. Women who drink regularly, liquor regularly. I agree with that because don't nobody want to drunk. Okay, listen. Once upon a time, I dated a woman, very attractive chick. Okay, she had that. I don't know if y'all remember when Nia Long was a little younger. She looked a little bow-legged. She was very petite. She looked just like that. Okay, hairstyle, everything. She was very attractive chick. Problem is she liked to drink a lot. Okay, and even though I was attracted to her so much, I was like, oh my god, I cannot deal with this drunkenness. Okay, one day I had to go to a bar. She called me at a bar. Hey babe, can you come get me? I had to go pick her up at a bar. I'm like, first of all, what the hell are you doing at a bar? Okay, and second of all, why are you getting drunk in this bar? And who is in this bar? I didn't even know anything about this bar. But, she needed a ride home, so I picked her up. But I said, I'm not doing no, woman who drinks too much like a fish. I'm not doing that no more. Okay? And it wasn't even attractive. You can't hold your liquor and, breath smelling like alcohol and I ain't trying to hold no woman's hair while she throw up. Okay, if you ain't my wife, I'm not doing all of that. I'm just saying. Look, if you drink on occasion, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? If you drink to get a little, in the mood, okay. If it's then I'm okay with that. It could kind of be a benefit, but I'm not going to sit up here and date a drunk. So yeah, I agree with that on the list. Women who live alone. I don't see nothing wrong with women who live alone. I don't understand that at all. Okay, I prefer women who live alone. Okay, they're the ones who want the company. They're the ones who want the people, the guys to come over. But that could also mean that there's a revolving door, or a turnstile at her door. Though, how many dudes be coming by? That's one thing to worry about. But for the most part, I can't necessarily co-sign that one. Number 13, I don't mind women who live alone. Okay. Number 14, women with party voice. Okay, I guess I get it. I don't want a woman who always want to party and because those be the ones who probably getting drunk or probably in the club or whatever the case may be. They got that party voice. Look, calm down. I don't want all that loud party stuff going on. Let's be mature. Let's be grown ups, and you should get that out your system when you're in your early 20s and knock that out. But that's a turn off. Women on dating apps, okay, and this is a double-edged sword. Number one, a lot of people meet each other on dating apps these days, so I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. However, women on dating apps got way too much access. Okay, they got way too much access to men, and they can be as stubborn and as rude and as obnoxious as they can possibly be, because they will just swipe right on the next dude. Okay, and what I've discovered is when you give a woman too many options, she don't know what she is doing. I'm just being real. I'm being honest. Okay. Women with too many options it never ends well. I'm going to just keep it a buck. Okay. They had to reverse Roe versus Wade because women had too many options. Now that's controversial. I'm not trying to get into that, the whole thing. I'm just saying that, divorce gave women that option of divorce. They take advantage of it. You gave them the option of no fault divorce. They take advantage of it. You gave them the option of, you know, the Roe versus Wade. They'll take advantage of it. They'll take advantage of any option that you give them. So if a woman has options with dating, she's always going to be thinking about how to come up. And that's the hypergamous nature of a lot of women. So if she's on a dating app and you met her there, it's just your turn, bruh. It's just your turn. You ain't gonna last long, because she is gonna turn the page and she gonna log right back in. Okay, y'all let y'all break up. She gonna log right back into her account, pick up where she left off. So I kind of agree with the dating apps thing. Women who have been on Fresh and Fit, absolutely. Okay, if you've been on Fresh and Fit, you are a clout chaser for show. You're probably on Instagram. You're probably on, in that type of work, in that 304 work. So yeah, definitely. Women with lists. Like the women who made the prior list. Yeah. So much so the guys had to make this list. Women who have been engaged. Well, if it depends if they turn down the engagement or whatever the case may be. That's kind of loaded right there. You can't necessarily put all women who've been engaged in a box. I don't necessarily believe that. Divorcees. I would probably say the same thing. You can't put all women who've been divorced in the same box, but it's definitely a demerit if you practice you practice breaking up with your husband. So that tells me you ain't gonna have no problem doing it again if you got married again, and you don't necessarily uphold the marital values, okay? And if you're a divorcee, that means it kind of means you're a quitter, okay? Now, some might say, well, don't that go for men too? And I would say, not really. No, because women leave marriages more than men do. Up to 80% more than the men. So if I'm being technical, women are more quitters than men are. Okay, this is probably why a lot of women don't like sports. Okay, they just they don't mind quitting. American black women, wow, is number 20. Nah, I don't agree with that. I love my sisters. Shout out to all the sisters out there. We can just snatch that one off the list, because now let me say this. I think we need another culture. We definitely need another culture. Women seem to be, sisters especially, seem to be doubling down on the nonsense that's going on out here. You see videos go viral of the Oyster Girl and of the Cheesecake Factory lady, and they decide to bring out a list. It's like, sisters, you're not doing yourself many favors, okay? Jodie Turner-Smith getting divorced. Nikki, the Sudanese chick, she got divorced, or she's no longer with her dude. Like, if you look at the world today, sisters are really causing havoc in the relationship category. Listen, that's not even my opinion. That is just, it's all over everywhere. Now you got Tyrese and his wife. She talking about she want to go back to him, and he like, you done sued me practically for as much as you could possibly get. I'm paying all these attorney fees. You want $20K? Like, Jada Pinkett Smith is, sisters. Listen, Y'all got to come together and do something different. And making a list of demands to men is not the freaking answer. Okay, you are alienating your men. This is why they got you on the list at number 20. And I don't even agree with that shit, to be honest. But you're not helping your own case. You're really not. And it is really upsetting me. Y'all got to come together and do something better, man. Because you're alienating your men. Now they got you on lists. I mean, this list most likely came from a sister. So yeah, they're going to put you on the list. And I hate that they put you on the list. Women raised in the West, okay? That goes self-explanatory. And I understand why the last two are on there. I'll just put it that way. Can't necessarily say I agree, but I understand why they on the list. Women in the West have been it's been a tornado of destruction, for real, in relationships. I mean, you can't even look at any kind of social media without seeing some kind of disaster. Now, from what I understand, Will just got cut from a couple more studios because of Jada's coming out talking about she was being with women. Okay, look. At some point, you got to take accountability and stop trying to double down and start trying to fix your community. Women are the teachers of the children. Okay, men are the teachers of the community. Men are the gatekeepers of the culture. All right. Let me say this. The women who made the list. Okay. The women who made the list, they seem like they're 40 plus. And the reason I say that is because there are a lot of things on here that they have probably done, right? There are probably some things that they have done. So they don't want to go back to these places. They probably want a new experience. I get it. When women go out on the first date, they want to go to a new experience. And this is why when men ask women, where do you want to go? Okay, men can't necessarily be, I planned a date for us, just take my word for it. You'll like it, whatever. Men can't do that. Okay, we actually have to ask y'all where y'all want to go, because a lot of y'all noses is so turned up that we're not sure if you're going to even enjoy yourself. If you one of these women who read this list, we don't know. So we gotta ask now. We can't even be spontaneous now. All right, we have to ask y'all, where do y'all want to go? And I understand women want a new experience on the first date, but let me say this. A lot of women think that I've heard a lot of women say, I'm not doing no wifey stuff for no more man. I'm not doing no wifey stuff. Okay. If you want me to do wifey stuff, you're gonna have to upgrade your package, this, that, and the third. I'm not doing no wifey stuff. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Men ain't doing no husband stuff. Okay? Everything on that list, and let me go back to the list. Everything on this list, that's first date stuff. Okay? Everything on this list is first date stuff. If anything other than everything on this list, that's wifey stuff. Okay? If you ain't gonna do no wifey stuff for no man, you don't deserve no wifey stuff from us. You don't deserve no husband treatment from us. What am I say for my wife? Huh? What am I save for her? I'm gonna save the good stuff for her. You get the introduction stuff. This is the introduction package. All right? This is not the advanced level stuff. This is the introductory package. As a matter of fact, you have it listed pretty perfectly as far as introductory stuff. Okay? Cheesecake Factory #1. Okay? That's a staple. Okay? For a good first date, we all should be going to the Cheesecake Factory. That's #1. That's #1 on your hate list. That's #1 on our list to take your, let me be nice, to take your lovely self. Okay? If you want the advanced package of Ruth Chris, okay, Texas Brazil, whatever. If you want the advanced package of, I just say, high-end non-chain restaurant experiences, you need to graduate to the wifey package. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right, I'll gladly hear them all out. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.